Alright, so here we go with another fantastic episode. This is going to be me talking about, essentially speaking, why I feel that the GTA 5 fatigue has set into the fan base. Now, I say this as a GTA fan. I like the 2D games. I like the 3D games. I'm a Rockstar fan. I like most of Rockstar's sandbox style games, except for Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2, which I find to be boring. But I mean, let me recite my pedigree before people start talking shit about, oh, you're not a real fan because you don't like those two games. Of the 2D GTAs, I've played all of them: GTA 1, GTA 2, GTA London, GTA Advance, GTA on the 1 and 2 on the Game Boy Color, GTA Chinatown Wars. So that's 6 GTA games right there. Played and beaten all of them. On top of that, I've played GTA 3 on the on the PlayStation. I also played GTA Vice City and San Andreas. Right now, this is footage of me playing San Andreas. And, I'm a huge fan of San Andreas. It perhaps is my favorite GTA game of all time. But with that being said, that leads to this simple and irrevocable fact, which is, um, you know, uh, I stuck with the franchise after that. GTA 4, I kind of is when the series started going downhill for me. They started taking their storyline way too fucking seriously and making characters that I really didn't like playing as. Like Nico Bellic was boring, and the side characters in GTA 4, most of them were just fucking annoying. Cousin Roman, um, Now, they made up for it with GTA 4's expansions. The Lost of the Damned and the Ballad of Gay Tony were actually really good side stories. They were actually really good expansions for that game. Um, to the point now that I would rather play the Ballad of Gay Tony than ever play GTA 4 proper. Uh, but that's my own personal opinion. So, with that being said, what does that mean for Joe Blow, average consumer game player? Well, um, for me, before I get to other people, then GTA 5 comes out, and I play it, and I'm like, it's better than GTA 4, but that's a really low bar to clear. Um, GTA 5 is where they really, 4 is where they started this online shit, where it had an online multiplayer, and that wasn't really anything amazing. GTA Online is full on a fucking MMO. It's a full on GTA MMO. And, I mean, I personally am underwhelmed by it. When it first came out and they finally got it somewhat halfway working, I powered through, maxed out my character at the time, and got what I wanted, and then did the heists that were available. And I was like, oh, this is fine. But I mean, in all seriousness, I'm just not really all that into it. So, with that being said, where do we go from here? Well, GTA 5 fatigue. So apparently there are a group of people, and I think it's bigger than we might think. There are a group of people who are playing GTA Online, and there are also another group of people who are playing GTA 5, because they are the online portion of the game and GTA 5 are two completely different things. And I think that Rockstar kind of overplayed their hand by just continuously re-releasing um, GTA 5 over and over and over and fucking over again until the end of time. Um, I think they fucked up when they did that. And I think that ultimately they kind of played themselves a little bit with their arrogance. So that being said, I guess we got to go to what do I think about that after the cut? So, as seen by this wonderful Venn diagram, basically you have the single player base on the left who are perfectly fine, perfectly okay with playing GTA 5. Turning on every once in a while, playing through the game. Then on the right, you have the online player base. The online GTA player base who are perfectly okay playing GTA Online. I think a lot of those people are the people who both of these are people who are perfectly happy having GTA 5 on whatever platform they prefer. So I think that a lot of the people who had GTA 5 on the PS3 or the Xbox 360, I think they did make the upgrade, the single player people. I think the online people jumped on board once they got the online fixed on the eighth gen consoles and PC. I don't think people are raring to have GTA again, like in the middle, on the next gen hardware. So I think that's a very small sample size of people that really want this again. So with that being said, what does this mean for Joe Blow consumer? Well, I'll get to that after the cut. So we're essentially in a state where essentially like Rockstar kind of played themselves because, like I said, this game has been out for 8 years. By the time GTA 5 on next gen hardware comes out, 9 years. And this game has been re-released like four times. It was released on the seventh gen hardware and PC, so that's twice. Then on the third gen hardware, um, the PS5 and the Xbox, the PS4 and the Xbox One, and now it's going to be released on the next gen the upcoming the ninth gen shit. Like, we have never experienced this with GTA before, with Rockstar, because even like, and I know what some people are going to say as a rebuttal. They're going to say, well, during the seventh gen, we got GTA 4. You are correct, but we also got GTA 5 in the seventh gen as well. So that's two GTAs. Plus, Rockstar was making other shit too. Um, they re-released GTA, the 2D games with these half-ass HD remasters on the PlayStation and the Xbox online services digitally. So, we've seen this before. Okay, this isn't a new thing for us when it comes to Rockstar. Um, but literally, there has been nothing new that has come out of the GTA 5. Unless you play the online. And like I said, the online is where they've been making a lot of money because they have whales on the online who are willing to spend hundreds of real world dollars for fake, overly inflated, shitty ass in game economy money in GTA Online. So, basically they've overplayed themselves because, like I said, um, like Rockstar has not gone out of their way to make GTA 5 palatable for people to continue playing it for a long time, unless you're playing the online. They haven't made it palatable for single player, and I'll get to that after the cut. So some people are gonna say, why do I feel that Rockstar's lack of single player support damned the player base? Because basically all the resources went into GTA Online. Now, to be fair, when GTA Online first launched, it was a fucking mess, and Rockstar, even though they do have a large studio, they still didn't. It was like GTA Online was hemorrhaging like it was not doing very well. So they had to go all hands on deck to get it going. But then, you know, the microtransactions, the really shit design, the lack of content, like that, like they basically went all in on trying to get GTA Online to work. And over time, what wound up happening is that like the single player kind of fell apart. And the worst thing on top of all of that is that the thing you have to realize about GTA on GTA 5 is that, or you know, any of the GTAs, is that they are really hard to mod. The scripting hook that they use is archaic at best. You know, and like a good example of GTA, like a good example of the opposite end of this idea is something like Skyrim. Now, Skyrim has been out for 13 going on 14 years. Maybe, you know, and we're probably not going to see another Elder Scrolls game for another 3 or 4 years after that. Maybe even 5. But no one's saying anything about, oh man, when's the new... I mean, people are saying, but they aren't like, oh my God, if this shit doesn't come out, someone's going to be thrown off a roof or, you know, franchise fatigue. Because Skyrim has a huge modding community. Like, Skyrim has a huge community of people who, no matter what, like... you know, add new content, add new missions, add new locations, like some really deep ways to change up how the game is played. And, you know, if you play GTA Online, you got that officially from the developers. If you play GTA single player, you didn't get any of that shit. All right? Like, right now, you know, you're watching me play GTA San Andreas. This game has more, like, ostensibly GTA 5 takes place in the same place as San Andreas. There's literally there's only, there's like, you're getting only 1.5 of, in GTA 5, of what you get in this game. Okay? In this game, you get Los Santos, San Fierro, Santos, San Fierro, Greene County, and what's the other? Las Venturas. Okay, you get in GTA 5, you get Los Santos and half of Greene County, like a quarter of Greene County and half of the desert area, but not the the city of Las Venturas, which is basically Las Vegas. Okay? Like, you get the desert, but not the city. This is what you get in this fucking game. So, you know, and the shit that should have been in the base game was all pushed onto the online so that they could charge you an arm and a leg for, you know, an overinflated in-game economy. And that's Rockstar. So the fans are like, when's the next GTA coming out? We don't give a fuck about, you know, a re-release of some shit we already have. And I'll be honest with you, I'm one of those people. I have GTA 5 on the PS4. No, the PS3, PS4. No, I don't have it on the PS4. I have it on Steam. No. Yeah, I have it on the PS3. I have it on Steam. I have it on the Epic Game Store because it was given away for free. Hey, man, it's free. It's free. It's free 99, bro. But, I mean, you get what I'm saying. Like, I have it multiple times. But, I mean, I have it on PC, which is the superior version of the game. Like, everything that they're like, yeah, we're going to add new content. Are you really going to add new content to the game? Or are you just going to have slightly better graphical options? Because here's the thing. GTA 5 looks great on the PS3. Looks even on the 7th gen consoles. It looks even better on the 8th gen consoles. But even if you have a dynamite rig, it really doesn't, like, it's not, like, GTA 5 has a more realistic take than GTA 4 or GTA 3, Vice City, or San Andreas, but it's still somewhat stylized in terms of the graphics. And it's still not like, oh my god, these are the best graphics ever. So people need to get over that shit and stop, like, you know, like, unless there's going to be new content being added to GTA 5 for the single player, I don't think people, gamers, are going to bite. And it's all on Rockstar. So I'll give you my overall thoughts after the cut and conclusion. So, here's the summary of what I'm trying to say. Basically, Rockstar didn't really grow their base. They just kept on re-releasing the same base game over and over and over again, with no new changes to the base single-player game. Now, they did add a lot of new content to GTA Online, but there's a problem with that. You can play GTA Online on anything. PS3, the 7th gen consoles, the 8th gen consoles, the PC. I think most of the people playing GTA Online are playing it on PC or PS4 or Xbox One. I don't think you're going to get a lot of people upgrading just for, you know, minor upgrades to how the game plays. But that's my own opinion. I could be wrong. Stay tuned for more op-ed videos where I just give my opinion. If you want to reach the channel, you can reach me at mrredfoxbsbuster@gmail.com or at me on Twitter at mrredfox1. Podcast every Wednesday and Saturday, 7:30 to 9 o'clock. Peace.